Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace. A lot of you guys don't know me, so welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Okay, amen. um, I am making this video today because I have created a wonderful digital product that I know you guys are going to love. Now listen. Those of you that do know me, my friends, everyone knows that I am an organized freak. Like I love everything to look presentable and I like to be able to find things. That's number one. I like to be able to find things where I put them. I like to I like things to look very neat and orderly. So I have been reading a lot lately. I've been reading a lot of books, and I've been writing down a lot of notes because these books are like a lot of like self-help books, books on how to improve your life, how to improve just your general well-being. And I tend to make a lot of notes. Oh, I also read the Bible a lot, and I read a lot of Christian books. So anything to even help me with my faith, I read a lot of that. And I tend to write in my journal or in a regular notebook. I don't have a notebook with me, but I'm trying to pick up a notebook. Where are my notebooks? I don't know where my notebooks are. Anyways, I would just write in a notebook and go through my notes there. Now, the problem with that is that you end up having a lot of notebooks, and that's exactly what ended up happening to me. I just had a whole bunch of notebooks every which way, and I could not even figure out which notebook I wrote what in. So that was also very annoying. So I decided to get myself a handy dandy iPad, and I placed all of my notes in here. Now, when I place my notes in my iPad, I use the digital product that I create, and it is called a reading log. And when I tell you guys, this thing has made my life so much easier because everything is here and I don't have to look through paper. What I like, I don't even know why I didn't come up with this earlier, guys. I just had an epiphany and I was like, let's do it. So I want to show you guys what it is and how I use it. Let me go ahead and screen record this so I can add it to the video. Un momento, por favor. Okay, boom, it's recording. So this is the reading log, and I actually have it uploaded into gosh, what do you call this thing again? GoodNotes. Oh my God, what is happening with my mind? It's uploaded into GoodNotes, so that is what you see here. And let me put it in the read only mode. So what I do is once I get into here, I then swipe and you will see multiple rows here, and you can write your book title, your author, the start date, the end date, and the rating. Now, this is what I love the most about it is that I can write the name of the title of the book that I've read, right? I could write the author, the date I start, and then I could rank how much I really liked the book. And what's so good about that? And I'm going ahead of myself. I'm going ahead of myself. Candace, calm down. Now, what I like about that is a lot of the times when I read books, I do not remember the author. I don't remember their name. And that really irritates me. Sometimes I don't even remember the title of the book. And that also irritates me. So just having this to write everything, to write that information down on is amazing. Now, let me tell you the other part that's really cool is that on the left hand column here, you have all these numbers, and these are the numbers of the pages in this reading log. So this, if you scroll, you'll see I have made 50 pages for this reading log, which means you can log 50 books, right? Now, let me tell you how I do this. So after I've read the book, I put the title, the author, the start date and the end date. And this is not after I read the book. This is during the time I'm reading the book, right? And then I would just click on the number on in the left-hand column. Once I click on this number, you can either click on it with your finger or the Apple Pen. But in order to use the Apple Pen to click on it, you have to make sure that you are in read-only mode. Read only mode. So, but I don't want it in read only mode right now. I'm going to use my finger to click on page 1, and it will bring me to the summary notes. Now, this is also the fun part as well, is that I can write a brief summary of the book here in my own words, or I can Google up a summary and put it here. I don't like doing that. I'll put it in my own words because these notes are for me, okay? And then anything that caught my attention in the book, I will write it right here in the notes section. And what I also end up doing, I zoom in and write like that because I can get more on the page if I do that. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, you can also write the book title here as well. And after that, so I do know that the notes section is kind of small, especially if you're a huge note taker as I am. So what I did was, if you swipe a little bit, swipe to your right, you'll see this section here, which gives you more notes that you can write for this particular book. And you can also see here that it says book 1. Now let's say now I want to go back to my index. I want to go back to my index, which is the log. I will just go ahead and click on the number 1 button right here. Or if I can swipe and click on the number 1 button right here. And it's going to take me all the way back to the reading log, and I can adjust even probably my start date if I wanted to. So let's say you have read a book, you've used the log, you've read the book, you've written your notes in it, all of that good stuff, and one day you're like, oh, I want to remember the notes that I've read for this particular book. You go into the log, you go to book number 35. You go ahead, you see, okay, this is the book title of my book. Here's the author, start date, and I gave it a 3 out of 5 rating. I guess it was okay. Let me go ahead and see the notes that I've written. So you click on number 35, and then you see all of the notes. You didn't put the book title here, but that's okay. You don't have to, right? And then you're like, oh, did I write any more notes from this book? So you go, you look, oh, I wrote some notes here. Great. Okay, this book was awesome. Now, you're like, okay, let me get out of this book. I don't want to read any more notes from book number 35. So you can go ahead and click that number right there. Or again, you can scroll back to the summary and notes page and click the number 35 right here. And this will take you right back to your index. And you can just scroll through whichever book, look through all the notes that you have written, and it's just super convenient. And also, if you guys can see, I just colored it in I colored in the ratings with my Apple Pen, but you don't necessarily have to use an Apple Pen. You can use stickers as well. So like I know in GoodNotes they have sticker options. So like let's say, let me use this little yellow star and just make it a little smaller, and I can use that as my rating as well. And then I can just, duplicate it more if I'd like, and so on and so forth. You don't necessarily have to use your pencil. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. I made this log for people that are just getting back into reading. Maybe you're not reading that many books. So just having a log that can just log 50 books is good enough. That's who I made it for. I made it for someone that's getting into reading again. Maybe you could only read one book every 3 months, and this is a perfect log for that. But yeah, I'm super excited. It is in my Etsy shop for right now. It is for $3. So go ahead and grab it. When you go into my Etsy shop, you'll see other digital products too that I have created, which I'm gonna make YouTube videos for. So watch out for those. But yeah, and let me know once you get it. Let me know in the comments how you like the product. Is it convenient? I also, when I was making this product, I did not want to put too much moving parts in it because I've seen on Etsy and other places where people create reading logs and there are just so many moving parts. I don't care for that. I like things very simple. I like things very convenient. And this is exactly what that is. Convenience, simple, straight to the point. So if you're like me, you like things like that, this is a reading log for you. But yes, I hope you enjoyed the product. Please like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me how I did. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Adios, mi amigos.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to